Greetings, everybody. This is Tony in LPHQ East. I'm going to be the loud one today because nowhere in that countdown did we see a museum before. So I'm thinking that this is our first time at a museum. Is that right, Jeremiah?
I think so. I think this may be. And we are at a spectacular museum, the Museum of Pop Culture here in Seattle, Washington. So actually, usually when Tony and I are together, we're both on the East Coast. This is my first trip over to Seattle, which is funny because Tony has been here quite often.
It's almost like I have family there or something.
We are here for the press preview of the Heroes and Villains costume display done by the D23 Archives. For anyone who's lucky enough to go to the D23 Expo in 2019, it is very similar to that. Most of the same costumes. They've added a few extra things to make it different. But today is the press preview. You can hear construction going on at times because they're still finishing up. But they were nice enough to let us live stream here and take a look at some of these amazing costumes. This setup is a bit strange because we have lots of live feeds going on around us. So we will be walking in circles and avoiding those. But please, if anybody has any questions, let us know in the comments. We will do our best, and I will show you guys everything that I possibly can.
Now, this exhibition goes public June 5th, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it's not technically open yet. So this is kind of an advanced screening. And with all this whispering, I'm going to start talking like a classical radio DJ too. So this is going to be a problem.
Yeah, I know. It's why I'm glad that Apple has this great ability to pick up voices, even if it's low.
And coming up next, Mozart's Concerto No. 5. I think that'd be Beethoven, but moving
on. So these costumes, I just spoke with Becky Klein of the D23 or the Walt Disney Archives, head of D23, or part of D23. Sorry. Again, talking low and trying to just look around, make sure nobody's. I'm not in anybody's way is difficult. So these costumes are to focus on one of the things that is often overlooked in movies, and that's the amazing costumes. Anybody that got a chance to go out and see Cruella this past weekend or watched it on Premiere Access on Disney Plus, you saw the costumes make the movie. And for this one, this is Meryl Streep's The Witch from Into the Woods. And if you saw that movie, you were one about 12. But it also did make Meryl Streep, that's the costume.
Now, that was the breakout performance for Meryl Streep, right? Like, that was what made her popular?
Yes. Forget Mamma Mia, it was Into the Woods.
Or Kramer versus Kramer, or the other one.
Nobody on this has watched Kramer versus Kramer.
I love it. He's Jerry's wacky neighbor. It's fantastic.
So here we have, of course, the Hocus Pocus. We're going to look at this for a little bit because these costumes are amazing. So what would you say we're doing there, Tony?
We're taking a focus on Hocus Pocus.
That's the only time I'm going to ever set you up.
I know. Thank you. I had to think about it because I already forgot I made that stupid joke.
And each of the displays has the information on who was worn by, who the costume design was by, and then there's a note from the designer. I'm not going to read through all of these, but it gives you a deeper look into the actual costumes. Here's one of the older ones, Return to Witch Mountain. Betty Davis.
Why would they return after they've escaped?
This was her breakout, of course. And on to films that people might or might not have seen. Oz, the Great and Powerful. A little bit of a spoiler here. This is Fedora's costume. And there's some that don't have the glass, so I'll get a little bit more close up so you're not just looking at the reflection of me. Mm-hmm. And what they've done here is they've separated into light and dark. So they have the costumes, the villains, and the costumes, the heroes. And then they have what's called the in-between, which has a little bit of both. And Mary Poppins Returns. And again, we go into the films that I love that nobody else went to see. Thanks, people. This was Hugh Laurie's costume worn in Tomorrowland. And then we have things like A Wrinkle in Time. I think A Wrinkle in Time would have been a little bit more entertaining if Michael Pena actually just told the story instead of we had to watch the movie. But that's me.
A la Ant-Man.
Yes. Michael Keaton's costume from Dumbo. And then here's a look at some of the detailed ones.
But that'd be a Bruce Wayne-ism, but that's Warner Brothers.
Drusilla and Anastasia from the 2015 Cinderella. And just the detail and how closely the patterns match. Like, it is almost an exact duplicate.
Those mannequins look pretty similar, too.
I remember earlier when I said I'm going to hit you. And, of course, here's Lady Tremaine. Costume. Kate Blanchett, her breakout film, definitely.
So how big would you say this exhibit is?
More than 6,000 square feet.
Okay, thank you. I almost jokingly said, "What's the square footage?" So I'm glad. I'm trying to tell if it's like what I'm getting at is I'm trying to tell if it's like different wings or just like kind of one big floor area.
It's where in the D23 Expo, it was one large, almost box that they separated into three smaller areas. This to fit this area, they adjusted. So I'll give a wide view of the room in a little bit. And then, of course, the costumes of Mrs. Whatsit, Mrs. Which, and Mrs. Who from A Wrinkle in Time. Of course, the great Oprah Winfrey. Now, this movie really just broke her out.
Oh, yeah.
That show that she did for a little while.
And that's Oprah's costume right there?
Yep.
For her breakout role, that's surprisingly lacking the color purple. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I enjoy just getting Jeremiah to groan as hard as he possibly can.
So, Emily Blunt's costume from Mary Poppins Returns. And then, of course, the oldest costume in the display, the original Mary Poppins as worn by Julie Andrews.
Is that really the oldest one there?
Yes.
Nice.
When I was talking with Becky Klein, she was talking about the difference between the two costumes and where the original costume is, pretty dull. It's just basic colors. But then you look at Emily Blunt's from Mary Poppins Returns and the bright colors and the textures. And that's all because of the advances in film. And you can really just, if you watch the movie, you see the difference. So here's a little bit of a look at the floor.
Oh, those ones are moving.
Yeah, then we've got a couple of those, and then I'm going to come over to this side. Let's play Stump Tony. Okay, Tony. This costume, what's it from?
I'm guessing pirates.
You were wrong.
Okay.
Would you like a second try?
No.
That is Jake Gyllenhaal's from Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia?
This one?
That's James Marsden in Enchanted.
And this one.
The original Tron. I know that's wrong. That was a joke. I actually don't know that one.
Richard Madden from Cinderella as the prince.
Okay.
This is probably the one we should have started on.
The 1991 animated classic, Beauty and the Beast.
Yes. These were the costumes that they wore while they were filming the original animated feature.
Reference material. They go all out.
Emma Watson's from the 2017 Beauty and the Beast. We got Santa Claus here.
Now, is that the one Tim Allen wore, or is that the one that Santa wore when he fell off the roof?
That is the one Tim Allen wore from Santa Claus.
It's a trick question. He put on the jacket, so it's the same jacket.
Escape Claus.
Oh, none of the above. All right.
How about this one? I feel like you should know just from the back.
I can't think of it right now, though.
Nicolas Cage. National Treasure.
National Treasure.
The back is the strap that he put the Declaration of Independence in. And then we're moving into some more of the Dumbo costumes.
Is this Western Hand one Dumbo also?
This one? Yes, it's Colin Farrell's, because you can see he has the fake arm on his left.
Oh, okay.
And then, wow, Danny DeVito is short.
Yes, he is. I was going to say, I know that was Danny DeVito's, unless there was a fairly well-dressed small child that I don't remember in that movie.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so.
Completely off topic. If they did live-action Hercules, / when they do live-action Hercules, will you see it if Danny DeVito's not in it?
No.
Okay, good. Is this also Into the Woods?
It is.
I wasn't one of the 12. I just see that that's a stylized Big Bad Wolf.
Yes. I actually saw it. I'd never seen
Good morning,
the
Becky.
musical. Oh, good morning, Becky. Get here. Yes, this is the wolf costume as worn by Johnny Depp.
And who wore the Red Riding Hood costume?
I don't remember her name.
Now, is this an authentic prop piece from Fantasmic?
Doobie, are you watching? Can you just... Maleficent, of course. Angelina Jolie.
Is that the first one or the second one?
That's the original.
Okay.
This is all... The newest costumes that are in here are from Dumbo 2019.
Becky says she is here.
Well, then come over and be interviewed. It's not like you don't know where exactly I am. This is from Alice Through the Looking Glass. And, of course, it's Borat's costume. Sasha Baron Cohen.
I couldn't remember his name for a second.
When he played Time.
Yep.
And then...
Lately at the award shows, I've been doing a lot of the tweeting for Laughing Place when people have won and everything like that. And he's my only Disney connection I have is Time in Through the Looking Glass.
This is actually from Dead Man's Chest, Captain Jack Sparrow's costume. And these costumes, you know, I can walk up this close. There is probably 4 feet between me and, you know, the costume that Johnny Depp wore.
I feel like there might be some kind of censor or alarm, though. We here at Laughing Place do not encourage the touching of costumes in museum settings.
No, there is no touching of these costumes. Okay,
that's Enchanted also, isn't it?
Yes. And that
Becky says her entry isn't until 12.
Oh, just come up. Sorry, we're having this personal conversation. This costume is so beautiful in person.
Caitlin says this is her favorite besides Emma Watson's costumes that you've showed. And that was Susan Sarandon's costume, right? As
correct.
I'm going to get it wrong. Nerissa?
Queen Nerissa, yes.
Oh, wow.
Can you name these 2 costumes?
That would be the Witch in the Wardrobe from the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe.
Or Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, okay. That's not a robe and a broom.
And we're moving right along.
Well, that looks like a delightful bench over there.
Yes. Trust me, I'll be sitting on that in a little while.
More pirates.
Yes, this one's actually Geoffrey Rush's From the Black Pearl.
You think there'd be more of a rush to see that one, but you're the only one there. Padme Amidala, episode 1.
This is actually from Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley in Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
Oh, okay.
Here's one of these costumes that probably one of the best things to come out of a film.
I have no idea.
This is Terrence Stamp's costume as Ramsley from The Haunted Mansion.
That wasn't even on my radar of possibilities.
And I would like to point out, I've seen every single one of these films. I don't call them bad or say not very many people have seen them without actually my personal opinion. So it is all my personal opinion, not the opinions, views, blah, 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 blah. This is actually the Cruella De Vil from the Once Upon a Time show.
Okay.
And just so detailed.
Go back to Ramsley for a second.
Don't make me regret this.
You're not going to regret it. I have a question for you, but I want it to be kind of on topic to what's on the screen right now. Would you have
clear your throat?
Yes, I have to clear the throat. There's another Haunted Mansion movie in the works. Were you or were you not excited for the Guillermo version if that were ever to come into play?
Oh, I was very much excited. I kicked myself that I wasn't at the San Diego Comic-Con where it was announced.
I wonder if they'll still keep any of that idea of his, because I know he wanted it to focus on the Hatbox Ghosts.
Yeah.
Caitlin says she loves Once Upon a Time. Is this Once Upon a Time also, or is this the...
This is Glenn Close.
Okay. But they won't let you get that close to it. There's a partition.
So here we have, again, Cruella De Vil. This one's from 102 Dalmatians. And one of the costumes that I appreciate that you can really see the simplicity of films as they've gone through the years. Any guesses?
No.
Dr. Heinz Reinhardt from The Black Hole.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at it. It is absolutely just basic colors.
Yeah.
There's nothing stand out about it, but he is one of those villains that you watch the film and you're scared of. But then we step just a few steps away.
Somebody in Almost Famous.
This is Martin Schwartz as Jack Frost from
I should
Santa
have
Claus
known
3.
that one. I wonder, like, that one looks intentionally weathered, but I want to know how aged these get as we go along. Because, like you said, that one's from The Black Hole. So what? That's 84?
79.
79. Yikes. Okay. What am I thinking of? The Last Starfighter. That's what I'm thinking of.
Keira Knightley's from Sugar Plum, Nutcracker in the Four Realms. And again, just like, I wish we could do more high def on this video so you can see the details. But the intricacy of the bodice and everything is amazing.
And viewers, stay tuned in just a moment. The Laughing Place live stream will conduct the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy with Jeremiah. The new Pirate Red.
This is also from Nutcracker in the Four Realms, Mother
Okay.
Ginger. And then we move into some of the other ones. This was also Nutcracker in the Four Realms, and this was just Mackenzie Foy's basic costume, and that is not basic at all.
I would say it's basic compared to other things, but no, you're right. That's intricate.
And Athena from Tomorrowland, you can tell just the design.
If you, not you personally, Jeremiah, I'm not questioning your skills, but you might have some good seamstress skills. If you made that like more of an Epcot pattern, that would sell like that.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, here's one for you.
A younger Prince of Persia.
That's a skirt.
Oh, it looked like pants. Now that you pan down, I could see that it's a skirt. I have no idea. Oh, bedknobs and broomsticks.
Dorothy Gale returned to Oz,
Oh.
as worn by Firuza Balk, who apparently was also very, very tiny. This one I'll actually show the picture of. Like, yes, this mannequin is shorter than she is, but still, like, and then we move into more of Oz and the Great and Powerful. Glinda, not Galinda. And James Franco.
The guy who hosted the Oscars that one time?
Yes.
Kind of.
So now we're moving more towards the entrance of the displays. And these are more based on these are the Cinderella costumes.
Is that plaque like still being installed?
No, it's a display. I'm sure there's more adjustment to be done because you can see that, but yeah. So this dress over here, Whitney Houston, her breakout role in the Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella from 1997.
Doobie says the hushed tones of Jeremiah.
I'm sorry, that's Brandy. This one's Whitney.
I was gonna say that seems subtle for Whitney.
Yeah. Cinderella from Once Upon a Time. Cinderella from Into the Woods. Do you know who Cinderella was in Into the Woods?
Anna Kendrick.
Thank you for reading. That was actually a setup to make sure you read.
Top to bottom, left to right, form syllables to make words.
And then, of course, Cinderella from the aforementioned film. Lily James, who, again, very tiny.
That almost looks like the new paint jobs to Cinderella Castle.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Okay.
So is that just the Cinderella wing?
Cinderella, because there have been so many different versions, that was the main thing. So here's something that we're going to do.
Uh-oh.
You might want to just start getting the pictures ready. This is new.
Oh. Try closing one eye for best results. That says Maleficent, but for some reason I'm getting Sister Act vibes.
There we go. And this is a new addition to. How's that look on me? Is that good? No.
It's not resting on your shoulders very well. There we go. All right. That looks fantastic.
I guess if I put the camera right in front of my face.
TV 1997. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I need that one. And this is a new addition to the exhibit. And I feel like this will be
giggles.
One where there are quite a few lines for it. Oh, there we go.
While you have that one on, you got to yell, "Sisters!"
Amok.
You can't yell. Sorry, never mind.
Funny, that one actually looks like it fits on me.
Now, is it going to be those same costumes for each time somebody does it?
Well, there's nobody here that I'm holding place from, so let's see.
Costumes advance automatically.
Yes.
Just a spoonful of sugar helps Jeremiah try on costumes. I don't know.
This is also something that was new added to
Happy early birthday.
So these are how they made the glass slipper or sipper. And then
we got this question real quick. Are you at Magic Kingdom or Disneyland? We're at neither. Right now we're at the touring exhibition of the Walt Disney Archives Heroes and Villains Costume Exhibition. As previously seen at D23 Expo. It's now traveling the country. And right now it's in the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle, Washington. Go ahead, Jeremiah. Sorry.
No problem. So here are some of the sketches done. And I love that they included some that are not here, such as Summer Magic, Babes in Toyland.
Nice.
One in Origin.
Now that I know that Doobie's watching, I need you to go to the left really fast. And down. And to the right. And straight ahead. There we go. Martin Short as Jack Frost in the Santa Claus 3.
They have Zorro.
Oh, is that a Ramsley sketch too?
Yes. I do find that very funny that they have two things.
It's so obscure. Not obscure. It's of all the costumes in that movie.
Yeah. Well, remember when they had at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney MGM, the walkthrough, and the costumes actually had glass in it to make the reflectiveness. It's the only thing I can remember from that entire exhibit.
I just remember it wasn't the ballroom, but like the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember.
Some of the Tron sketches.
Rebecca the Fifth wants to know if that glass slipper was a size 5.
I can't lift it up to see the size, but it actually looks pretty large. So this is.
There's your black hole costume again.
I know. This is from the 2015 Cinderella. I can't. That was Lily.
You said Lily James earlier.
Yes. So just do a Google search on Lily James shoe size, and then.
Now that wagon, what movie is that from?
Little Red Wagon.
Okay.
It's a DreamWorks film.
Doobie's, I think, asking me this. Are you familiar with the Martin Short Akbar attraction that used to be at Busch Gardens? I am, but based on that, I also know what YouTube channels Doobie watches / Gideon shows him.
So, of course, Gaston and the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
I thought that was...
actually don't know that attraction. So. Okay, so that
It did not age well. I'll just say that.
That just about does it for this exhibit. I hope you guys all enjoyed a early preview of it. We will come over and focus on some crowns before we finish. And now I'm going to take lots and lots of pictures.
Are there any more little cases like that?
No, that is it. With the exception of 3 costumes, we saw everything, and we're missing those 3 costumes because they are filming directly in front of them, sadly.
What 3 were they?
I cannot tell you.
Nobody's watching. Just tell us.
Fine, hang on. I just stopped filming, so let's go over there.
Okay.
Yes, I'm walking around talking to myself as usual. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just 2. Once Upon a Time costumes, which, again, ones that people love.
I'm guessing that's Captain Hook.
Yes. He's just Hook in there. And then the Evil Queen.
Hold on, let me channel my best classical DJ voice. Hold on. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at the Museum of Pop Culture from Seattle, Washington. Coming up at 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern, Omega Mondays on a Tuesday with Mike C. and Rebecca. Later tonight at 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern, Barely Necessities with with Rebecca and Becca. And then at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, Disney Trivia Live with Doobie and Gideon. Tonight's topics are to be determined. So remember to click like, subscribe, ring the bell. And from the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle, Washington, thanks for joining us. So long, everybody.
Good evening and good night.